So you ever look at those really confident people and wonder to yourself, how do they get to be so confident, and how can I get more confidence? But where to look? Where do you find more confidence? Well, it's easy. Your confidence is hidden right behind your fears. Fear is just confidence in need of transformation. Hi and welcome back to 1 Million Cats, where we are building a global community of 1 million curious, audacious, tenacious people who want to go do something big. So what exactly do I mean when I say that fear is just confidence in need of transformation? Basically, fear has power, fear has energy, and you can use that energy to crush you, to defeat you, to break down your self-esteem and convince you to quit and give up on your dreams and goals. I mean, fears can be that powerful, can't they? Or you can take that fear and convert it into confidence. All the power and energy that that fear had, all that control the fear had over you, it doesn't go away. It just transforms into confidence. So if you want more confidence, start defeating more fears. I remember back when I was a young gymnast, every Saturday afternoon we would go to the local pool after working out on a Saturday. And we'd show that the boys team and the girls team, we'd all be there together, splashing, having a good time. But one of the reasons I liked our city pool is it had a complete set of Olympic spec diving boards and platforms, all the way to the 33-foot high 10-meter platform. Now, back when I was 14, 15 years old, I wanted to be one of those cool kids that could jump off the 10-meter platform. But there was a problem. I was scared. I just did not see myself as one of the cool kids. Now, I knew what the cool kids looked like. They were all 16, 17 years old. They were big and they were strong and they had muscles in places where I didn't even have places. And I just knew that I could never be like them. Well, all this changed one day when I was talking to one of those cool kids, explaining how, oh man, I'd love to be able to jump off that 10-meter board like you guys. And this guy turned to me and said, well, Mark, just go do it. It's easy. You walk up the steps, you walk to the edge of the platform, you step off, gravity does the rest. I guarantee you can't fail. And I was making all kinds of excuses as to why I couldn't. Oh, I'm not as cool as you, I'm not as awesome as you, and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, my attitude changed completely when into the conversation stepped the prettiest girl on our gymnastics team. And when she stepped into the conversation and said, Mark, did I hear you right? Are you going to go jump off the 10-meter platform? What do you think I said? Absolutely. And off I went. As I was just about to start climbing up those steps towards that 10-meter platform, another one of the cool kids grabbed me by the shoulder and stopped me. And he said, Mark, if you really want to impress this girl, don't go up there and jump off the 10-meter platform. And I thought, no, why not? He said, no, Mark, if you really want to impress her, you got to dive head first. So up I went. And I climbed up to the top of the 10-meter platform, and I got onto that platform, and I walked to the edge of that platform, and I hung my toes off the edge. And I got to tell you right now, I have never been so scared in my entire life. But I knew that this was the point of no return, because the option to turn around and go back down those steps was just not available to me. I had to go for it. So I took a deep breath, put my arms out to the side, raised up onto my toes, and leaned forward. I jumped, lifted my heels, and the coolest thing happened. I didn't go down. I didn't go up. I just kind of hung there in the air. And I can remember it to this day. I mean, it's like over 40 years ago. And yet I can remember it so crystal clear. The smell of the water, the blue at the bottom of the pool, all the faces of the kids down there looking up at me. And that moment of hovering in midair lasted that long. And then I started to drop. And as I hit that water upside down, I learned a few things about diving into water from 10 meters. For example, I learned that apparently you're supposed to lock out your arms, because if you don't, if your hands are apart, you hit the water with your head first. And that hurts. In fact, it hurt so much it made me panic, and my right arm bent, came down, cracked me in the top of the head. I then panicked even more and bent both my legs up behind me. They slapped into the water as well, and instead of neatly arching out like I was supposed to and come back up to the surface, I went like an arrow straight to the bottom. So here I am, 16 feet down the bottom of the pool, my ears bursting from the pressure, my head exploding like a watermelon split in two, my right arm dead from hitting me in the head, and both my legs stinging. So with the only good arm I've got left, I clawed my way to the top, finally got there, coughing, spluttering, spitting up water, thinking to myself, this was the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. No way I'm making this mistake again. And as I finally got myself to the edge of the pool, I started to pull myself out, and a hand appeared in front of me. I looked up, and looking down at me was the prettiest girl on our gymnastics team, who looked at me and said, Mark, that was so cool. To which I responded, oh, you want to see me go do it again? And I did. I went off and I dived off that board probably a dozen more times that afternoon. So a transformation happened, because when I went home on the bus after that afternoon, guess who I got to sit with? The prettiest girl on the gymnastics team? Hell no, I got to sit with the cool guys. Why? Because in my mind, I had transformed. I was no longer that knock-kneed, skinny, scared little kid that wouldn't jump off the 10-meter platform. I was now in the cool kids club. I could dive head first off the 10-meter platform. I had transformed my fear into confidence. So there you have it. You're looking for more confidence? Now you know where to look. They're hiding right behind your fears. The more fears you can defeat, the more confidence you get.